When I was growing up, TVs were typically around 20 inches, and we didn't have anything that much bigger. And I always had the dream of having a super large TV, and the closest I would come is a projection screen. Flash forward a few years later, and big screen TVs are pretty common. They're pretty easy to come by, but they're still not quite as big as a projector. But they can be expensive, they can be bulky, they can take up a lot of room, and they need a lot of room in order to use them. But it's nice when they're small, compact. You can put them away when you don't need them. From the makers of Screen comes LED Projector. This is the GOODEE G500 LED Mini Projector. It's around $130 on Amazon. It's a small, compact unit. When I first pulled it out of the box, it looked tiny. I'm like, oh wait, this can't be good, but it's a little heftier than I was expecting, and it feels a little more solid than I thought it would be. It has an elevation screw if you need to tilt it up. You can also hook it onto a tripod. And you have multiple ports on back, so you can hook it up to a variety of formats. It comes with an HDMI cable and one of these adapters for RCA connectors. So if you have an old Nintendo, you can hook it up through this. But this is an HDMI household. It's about $130 on Amazon, and I'll have a coupon in the description. I hooked my laptop through this. I tried it on at work, and I was able to watch Netflix at work. Don't tell. Also, you would need a flat wall or screen. The wall texture makes it impossible to get a clear focus on text. The picture's a lot more forgivable with a movie. But with HDMI, you can hook up a game system, you can hook up a Blu-ray player, you can even hook up a Roku or a Fire TV. And it also has a VGA connector, but does anyone still use those? I think my favorite feature is it'll play movies directly off USB drives. I've only tested it with MP4 formats, but it handles other formats. I just haven't been able to test them. Red Dead Redemption looked pretty good on this. It's LED, so the bulbs are fairly cheap. I'm not sure if these are replaceable. The instructions are a little sparse, so there's that. Comes with a remote. It has a focus distance between 5 and 15 feet. For a large conference room, which I tested at work, it struggled. It's meant for smaller conference rooms, so you're not going to fill an auditorium with this. One of my cons with this is the power cord it comes with is pretty short, but it's a standard 2-prong plug. You can get these anywhere, or just get an extension cord. But just know it comes with a short cord. It also comes with a carrying case, which is great for transporting this around, because this thing was made to be portable. It fits in the case perfectly. No room for the cord. I mean, you can kind of put it in there, but that's just a power cord. If you want to throw in an HDMI cable or anything else, it's going to get lumpy, and it won't lay flat. It's also surprisingly durable, because my cat knocked it off the table, and it hit the ground pretty hard, and it was still working. And of course, the built-in speaker on these things are never very good. They're always kind of tinny. There is a headphone jack, but if you're watching this with a group, that's not going to do much good. But it does get loud. It has a built-in menu, so you can select your video source. If the picture looks like it's flickering, it's not. It's just my camera trying to correct for the low light. In person, this looks fine. Something about video projectors is they get really hot. The bulbs get really crazy hot. But I left this guy on all day, and it only got a little bit warm. I wouldn't worry about starting any fires with this thing. The little foot here that you can extend to raise it, it's not always going to be enough to lift it above the horizon of the table. You see there, I still have to lift it up just to clear what's level with the surface it's on. If you can elevate it slightly, at least the front of it, it'll work out better. The problem with these projectors is you have to be able to devote a large amount of space for it to use it. You need between 5 and 15 feet. Now, I don't really have a lot of space like that in my house, and our walls are pretty occupied. I have to put this up so you don't look at my blinds here. Also, our walls aren't white. They're kind of the shade of blue. The only large enough, bright enough surface in this house is my ceiling. So I came up with a little life hack. I don't know if I should not be recommending this, but this is something I'm doing. So if you try to do this, you're on your own. Okay. I took a heavy bookend, metal. This works for this model. You may have, if you do this with your own, you're on your own, by the way, work out how you're going to hang this, but this one just happened to work out. An upward facing projector. And now it's going to be suspended slightly above the ground, which gives you clearance for your cords and whatever else you're going to hook up into it. Why would I do this? Because in my living room, my couch reclines all the way back. My couch leans all the way back, so now I can watch my movies on my ceiling. I'm pretty sure this is how the people on WALL-E started. But I don't care, this is the future. It's available on Amazon, and I'll have a coupon code in the description. If you want a small video projector for not a lot of money, something that you can take around, or put away when you don't want, if you have a large ceiling that you just want to show movies on, this is the way to go. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, the bell, you know, the usual YouTube stuff. This is the Newbie, and I'll see you later, kids. Toodles. And special thanks to my patrons. You guys rock.